What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Down the Rabbit Hole um, live stream. Forgot what I was doing. Today we are going to be working on OBS avatars because I was trying to. Today I've been trying to design myself, which is not a preferred task, to be really honest. I don't really want to have to do self portraits, but I worked on it a little bit today, and I can show you kind of where we're headed in. Well, I can show you what I've been fighting today, kind of. We'll try to go over it. I'll try to do a little walkthrough. I do know that the OBS program doesn't come up, so I can't show you any of the visual part of that, which is kind of annoying, but we'll kind of work through it. And we'll see what's happening. Well, at least you'll be able to see what's going on. So that's cool. Let me get a couple extra windows open up here. I'm actually not doing my job. Okay, I've got one. Hi, Kylie. So we're kind of going to be working on that. Now let me show you what I've been up to. Oh, I did delete it. Okay, that's okay. We're working on something new. Okay, sorry. Now you're just going to get my voice for a second until I can add the webcam, and give me 1 second video capture. That'll be happening right now. Okay, good. We're back in it. So building your scenes in OBS is important because you kind of have to build your stage and what you're going to be performing on. I mean, I guess streaming is kind of like an art of things. It's fun to I can play the bouncing DVD game with myself. Oh, 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 no. Right. Have a little bit of fun while you're designing. So my plan was to build an avatar, and I did just that. I built an avatar. Let me see if I can go to Frank. Frank's not going to work right now because Frank is actually hooked up to my headset. He might work a little bit, but his eye flickers. So this is the Psycho Bunny one that I've been working on. His eye flickers when I talk, which is kind of cool. It's not working right now because I had to do some adjustments and I kind of messed it up. So we're going to just start over, and we are going to rebuild what I took apart. But first I need to do some Photoshop work, so we're going to jump into the desktop view, and we're going to just look at the avatar of me. So I drew this mainly with the mouth involved. That's why the face is so fat on the bottom. I feel like I need to trim that up. But this is basically built for just the mouth to do its thing now. We have a couple different mouth poses that I decided to do. I don't know if all of them will work. There's many more, but these were the ones that I thought looked good together. And I actually just did this project, and the mouths were not overlapping. And I actually drew a new mustache for each mouth, hoping that it would move. But if you do the process the way that I'm doing it, you really have to make sure that each mouth covers the mouth before in order for it to look correct. And I don't know if this mouth is this T, because I copied, I think this is the T or the L sound. I don't know if this is gonna work. So we'll see. But basically we're gonna try to animate this to my voice today. There's a couple things that I have to do. I have to save a bunch of single frames, and I'm going to do that pretty easily. Let's get to that part. Alright, so first he's broken up to be headless, so I can actually just have his head, and then I did the mouth separately so I could technically paste the mouth onto anything really. So hopefully that the mouth will be a thing that I can reuse, because if you actually go into your OBS, every time you save an image, it's saved in OBS, but you have to name it, and you can't rename things. It's kind of iffy. So I suggest that you don't have too many characters and not too many layers. Make it as simple and tight as possible. So here's my first layer. Not super well done, but that's okay. We're just going to go with it. We're looking to actually complete the project, not looking for perfection in every part. Nice and cropped though, so I like it. We're going to export it, so Control-Shift-Alt-W, which is 4 keys at a time, but that'll send you straight to saving as a PNG. Great. That's exactly what I want. I want it transparent, and I'm going to replace it with this artwork. Okay, here's an issue that I'm going to have. That's fine. That's probably exactly the same as the previous one, but oh man, hold on. But I have an issue with those other files, so I need to go find them real quick. I just don't want to have you to watch me dig through my all my files. Okay, so delete. Alright. And then hide. Alright, we'll jump back into Photoshop. I will jump back onto the desktop where you can see the work. And we are going to, what's the next plan? Oh, export. I already exported this one, so that's good. Now I'm going to export the chubby head that I drew. That's fine. Control-Shift-W, Alt-W. I drew the glasses and the hat together. At first it was all separate, but for this project I'm really going to just try to get the basic stuff done and kind of just remember how to do it. If I can do this, well, it's going to be a miracle. This is probably the same too, but we're going to save over it. Okay, now comes the fun part. How do I name the mouths? So this is the most closed one. This is the one that should be on this one all the time though. Okay, it's fine. I just don't do a color correction to this one, I don't think. Yeah. Okay. I could save the mouth with the head with this mouth on it. It wouldn't matter. It would cut down on one layer, which would be nice, which I'm gonna do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these two, I'm gonna merge these real quick, right click, they're both selected, I'm gonna merge layers, and they're gonna merge together. Then I'm going to save, export, we're gonna go back to me, and we're just gonna save me with the mustache and a mouth for all the time, which makes sense. I should have a mouth and a mustache all the time. There's never me with no mouth. Even when my mouth is closed, it doesn't disappear. Wouldn't that be weird if it did though? Okay, so now we have mouth one. Okay, Control-Shift-W. Now I know there's a way to line these up, and the guy on YouTube told me how to do it, but I can't remember what he said. So we're just gonna see how well I can remember. Okay, so we're gonna export this one. This one's gonna export as mouth one. We're gonna save. We're gonna hide this. We're gonna click on the next one. We're gonna export. Now just the same, mouth two. Save, and I cut down on mouths. I think I got rid of one. And then Control-Shift-W, enter, export. And I already actually added an extra mouth to this project. There was only 3. Okay, so mouth 1, mouth 2, mouth 3, and then the closed mouth. So good, everything's good. Now, the plan is to rebuild it in OBS. Now bear with me a little bit because you're going to be on a black screen, but we'll get through it. And sorry, I'm probably, chat's not doing anything anyways. Hold on, we probably should be running Restream chat. I'll make sure chat's running everywhere. There's too many screens open though, to be honest. Okay. Alright. What I'm looking at right now is kind of blowing my mind. I have like a Photoshop version and then I have the infinite version of OBS because I'm trying to design for you guys while live, which is kind of fun. Okay. Here's the issue. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Real quick, just as a filler, I'm coming back over here. We have audio, right? Everyone can hear me. As a filler, because this image is so dark, I'm going to just quickly add the down the rabbit hole break, or yeah, the break. Okay. Just because I need something to be able to see the suit jacket. The problem is the suit jacket is actually, are you sure you want to remove? Yes, never mind. I got a better idea. More complicated, but better. Better for everyone though. Let's go into video capture. I'm just gonna grab my Canon. This should give it more of a realistic appeal. So like I drew it on my iPad to start with. Don't judge me, there's lots of fingerprints on my iPad. So I drew it on my iPad originally using my pen, just kind of a quick sketch. I had some of the images left over already, so it wasn't too bad. Okay, so first we have this. I know there's a lot going on, but let's just, okay. I need the blank screen. I just want the green screen, guys. There we go. Okay. So here we have it. I am going to go over here. I'm going to add, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an image. My first image that I'm going to add, I'm going to have to name body. Okay, and I'm going to say okay. It's going to ask me to look for an image. I'm going to find the image. I'm going to say great. That's what we want. And there we go. We got the image. Now our goal here is to replace me. So let's get the video capture. Let's go over here. This guy, that guy, he needs to replace me. That's my plan. Not because it really matters. I don't care that people know what I look like, or like I have a sign up, so it's nice. It took me a long time to find that sign. How many thrift stores for how many letters that I had to look for. So many little micro projects inside the big one. Alright, so let's go. Next, I need to add something else, so we're going to go image. The next image I'm going to add, what should we add? Probably my head. The suit is actually the drawn image from, well, originally it came from the anonymous suit, and then, but that's the actual drawn image for the animation of UFO. So here we go, putting my head on. Should I put my head low? Should I have a really long neck? Should my head float? That would be cool. I'm not angry about that. My head floated. Oh, I might be able to do it and make it look cool. Hold on, let me see what I can do. Let's see. Let's go for that image. Right? That's a lot. That's taking up a lot of real estate though. Let's not gonna lie. This might be real hard to line up though. But cool as a visual, right? Can make myself a genie in the bottle. It's kind of limitless with like what you can do. And the tool is actually pretty simple. Okay, now we still need to add things. So I got my head, I got my body, I need to add, okay, come on, I need to remember all the steps so I can't finish it. It's pretty fresh because I just did it, but I'll probably forget before, so I need to keep on the trail. Mouth one, okay. So there's mouth one, it needs to go boom, over. Nice, right? We're good, that looks great. Okay, next, what's happening? What's happening? Next I have to add my next one. This might be all we do today. If I can get this to work, we're golden. Image. I can show you some other stuff that I've been working on that's pretty fun though. And that's cool. That's kind of really off topic, but that's kind of why Down the Rabbit Hole is here, because it's kind of the off topic. This is the behind the scenes of the making of everything that has to happen. And I think that's a good place for this channel to sit. You know, because I think that's what this should be. So as you can see, I'm just kind of layering the mouth on top of each other, like so, right? I could do an interview behind. Okay, this is fun. And then one more. Just don't get distracted. You just have to do it. Go do it. It's all the same process over and over again. But the next part is going to be a different part. Do you remember how to do that? Probably not. Okay. There we go. Am I happy with that? Yeah, it needs to cover it. Okay, I'm happy with it. It's good. Now I should color in the back collar of the shirt if I am going to do this, that little black piece, you know, maybe put like a little bit of a light source I can do. Yeah, that's coming. That's coming. Wow. People know what's going on here. Now's the hard part. Now I have to sync the mouth up to what's going on outside. So I kind of have to do a little bit of wiring on the inside of this, which I'm going to take this, grab this, and then I am going to group selected items. Okay. This is going to be called avatar. And it's going to be me. Okay. We're doing that. Perfect. Boom. So nothing works right now. There's all sorts of things happening, but nothing's working. So my plan is I need to click on each one of these layers, starting with my farthest layer. I'm going to, what am I going to do? Do I need to right click? I think I need to right click. Right click filter. And then the filter I need to add color correction, which is standard with the thing. Normal color correction, and I'm going to drop the opacity to nothing. and then I'm going to close. So that one should have disappeared. Then I'm going to go to the next one, which is hold on. I'm having a problem here. I actually mislabeled something and that's going to bother me. The real issue is that I have to work so much farther away from my computer here. My screen is so far away. Okay, it's alright. Gives me practice. Okay, so that's fine. This one is the next one. I'm going to right click on it. We're going to drop into the filter, add the filter, color correction. Now this is pretty much over and over again, but to be honest, it takes you a few times to kind of memorize anything, so this is kind of good practice. Close. So now we're down to mouth 2. Mouth 1. The reason why I labeled them wrong was because I subtracted the mouth and added the mustache and the just closed mouth to the face. Okay, so we're going to add, again, we're going to add a color correction, and we're going to go OK, and we're going to drop opacity again to 0 and close. Okay, now we're to just our body and our head. Oh, I might have to make a group inside a group. I might have to make a group inside a group, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. It's kind of like programming on steroids, OBS, because you're just like on visual steroids. Okay, I'm getting there. We're going. Now that everything is on color correction, what we need to do is I'm going to link that with my mic. Now, this is kind of the complicated part. You guys are getting terrible mic feed. What's happening? Hold on. That should be better. I should actually be coming in a lot clearer now. Hopefully. Maybe too loud? Too loud? Let me know if I'm too loud. I feel like this is a better volume, but I'm also kind of maxed out. I need to fix some of these volume controls, and today I was working on this. Okay. It's not too loud. Okay. The reason I turned it up is because I needed a longer range for this thing to actually activate. So I know you can't see it, but I'm going to go in. I am going to... Well, that's good. I'm glad it's clear. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the mouth and I am going to click on it, right click. Nope. We're going to actually go into the properties of the Yeti and we're going to go into filters. Now, wow, I have a few filters already made. But these are probably not hooked up to the right thing, so let me delete all these. Okay, and we're going to add. And I'm going to go to audio move. And we are going to go mouth 1. And we're going to say OK. And mouth 1 is going to... Yeah, sorry guys, you guys can't see this. I can walk you through verbally, but it's not going to help. So for source, I'm selecting the mouth 1 source. I'm also selecting the color correction filter because that's what we added on. And then I'm going to enable the mouth and when it's under the volume, and I'm going to disable it when it's over. So those are the 3 things you need to do, and then you need to peak in the threshold. See, so now I have a little bit of mic action, right? I'm talking just a little bit, which is great. Good, my mouth moves, right? Haha, I've done it. It's great. All done. 31 minutes to build that. Great. That's fun. It's fun. I'm doing good. Let's keep going. Close. So now I go to, oh, nope, I still have to stay in the filter. And I'm going to add another one. This one is going to be called Mouth 2. We're going to do audio move and Mouth 2. Okay. See, now this makes it hard if you're doing multiple characters. Oh, is it not working? Oh, it is. This makes it hard if you're doing multiple characters on your one OBS. But I did save it as a source, so I'm interested in how this all works. I need to understand a little bit more about how the source can be overlaid on top of scenes. I kind of skimmed through that part of the YouTube video. Anyways, number 2, mouth number 2, we're going to go to enable filter again. We're going to drop down and we're going to find mouth number 2. There we go. Mouth number 2, and it was a color correction. This one, enable under and disable over, so it's the last one on the path. And this one I need to put the threshold a little bit higher than our first one, right? Maybe more than that. Maybe, I don't know what our first one is. I'm gonna have to look real quick. Pop over 112, so I'm gonna put it at like maybe like a little bit higher than that, right? I can't actually see it. I'm kind of blind to what is actually happening. But you would have to talk pretty loud in order to activate it there. Maybe I'll move it down a little bit, move it so I get a little bit more interaction with that. I don't know. You have to talk. And that's pretty much what I've been doing. My roommates are probably going crazy. They're like, what is he doing yelling in his room? But you would have to, okay, so there we go, right? Good. We have 2 animations in there. And we're going to add one more just for, complexity. And then we're going to do an audio move here. And we're also going to do, we're just going to do mouth number 3. Okay. Same as before, it's going to go as an filter enabled. We're going to go all the way down. We're going to play with mouth. Yeah, I do need to talk into the mic, but my mic's floating overhead, which is nice, but also probably could use a little bit of help. Let's see. What are we doing? Mouth 3, right? Okay. Before we get distracted. Because I've been all goldfishy all day today. Let's see. Now that's on all the time because the threshold's at absolutely nothing. That's at 3. 3, so I'm not even actually hitting the 3 mark. Am I? Am I hitting the 3? Yeah, maybe I'm hitting the 3 mark. But just depending on how, you want it to look. Now this is pretty smooth. It's pretty interactive. I mean, maybe it could be smoothed out. You could ease it in, ease it out a little bit more. Play with it. Just, there's all sorts of little, I wonder what would happen if I went to mouth and I'm going to ease the mouth in a little bit better so that it just kind of fills in. And let's put this up a little bit higher so we're really kind of looking at more of a solid transition. But you can kind of play with where the thresholds are. I can't really figure out what, I don't know. I think it looks pretty good actually. Close. So, cool, right? Great. Now, let's see if I can do something even more tricky. Now I might mess everything up, so if I do, my head just, can I just be a floating mouth? Oh, that's pretty cool. There's nothing even going on there. That would be a decent avatar. Just be a floating mouth. So I can kind of get rid of myself. Like, I don't really need me over here. Let's get rid of this video capture here. I look like a blood stain though now. Like, it's not even that one, it's this one. Yeah. I am the invisible man. It's fun. Would cut back on a lot of loss of image, but that's not what I want. So let's put the head back on. Oh, it looks so much worse with my face there. Okay. My head just looks so big. Okay, it's not important. Don't get mad. The camera adds 5 pounds. So let's try this again. I'm going to click on these. I'm going to group these, right? Can I group these? I think I can group these. I think I can. Maybe I can't. Maybe they can only be grouped once. I think I can probably put this outside of the group. Just because I want to try to do something with just the head features. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I was paying attention during this part of class. Okay. Now, is it an audio move again? We're going to call this one and it is going to be a transform. Oh, so we're going to take a scene. This takes the whole scene though. This is not what I want. So what's happening now? Nothing. I don't remember how to do this last part to get, but that's not even what I wanted to do in the first place anyways. It's not helpful when we can't see. Oh, why is my head over here? Well, yeah, I think it's working pretty good, no? I can't really tell because it's kind of lagging in every thing. But yeah, I think it works pretty well. The issue I'm having is that I wanted to make the head float a little bit. Like move up and down. But I don't know if I'm skilled enough to do that. I wonder if I can talk and float around. I can. That's pretty cool. Yeah, well, the last part I have to do is a filter. And I do need to add a new one. And it is a transform, I believe. Let me go take a look at Frank real quick. And Frank, I think that's the only thing that's still functioning on him is his transform. just sitting here shaking in the corner. He was working. Everything was working on him. I did one thing to him and he completely just shut down on me, Frank. I also need to learn how to import and export images, but I'm just here to take a look at something. Transform Frank, Frankie, position X. Then he just constantly moves. I just don't understand what happened here. Okay. So here's this one. Works much better than Frank. Frank's having lots of trouble. It didn't look like anything all that fancy, really. I just went from source. The source is, I think it's Avatar Me. Maybe it's not. What's the scene called? Sorry, guys. Oh. Well, my head moves. It does move. Okay. So now it moves. Okay. Well, oh, relax, relax. Stop. But why am I on this side? I can't move myself from this side. Rotation. I don't want a rotation. I want like up and down. Oh no, why am I crooked? There we go. Do I have to look all twitchy like that? Why do I have to look all twitchy like that? And I can't move it up or down for some reason. It's got to stay in frame, but not that way. Nope. What? Why? Maybe I should finish the transform before I try to move it anywhere. Okay. Uh-oh. Base value of 10. Is that too much? Still won't let me move it down. My head's floating way too high now. Why? Why does that make that move around? Okay. Well, that didn't work out very well. Let's go back to the drawing board. And see, like, this is where I get stuck and I just don't know what to do. I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. But then we have to, like, go back and look at what went wrong. What went wrong? So in my move function, I did a transform, which is what I was supposed to do. Transform. And the source is that. Cool. And the head works fine. But my position, I don't understand. I don't want to go the XY position. Scale XY? Oh no. I do like the scale, but where did it go? It's too big. Base value needs to be 1. Oh, I've done it. Now I've done it. Okay, well, there's that. I can move this one around anywhere I want without that filter on, the mic filter. Which is kind of a bummer because I like it, but I just don't understand why it doesn't let me move it anywhere. This is ease. If I ease it out, that's much better. It's not so shaky when I talk. Ooh, I like that. So, dang, you can hear the footsteps from upstairs. Wow, that's great. I like this ease though. It looks so nice. I wish I could put it lower to my head. Factor, what if I do factor of 0? 10. Can I move it then? No! Why can't I move it down? I don't understand. I want it to work. Now it doesn't work and it won't move down. That's real fun. Probably, but the problem is the body will bounce up and down too. I kind of just want the head to bounce up and down and float. I need to like ask an OBS expert. Filters, or maybe this is not the best way to do it. Or maybe I'm missing a checkbox or something. So we'll put factor back up to 10,000. So that's how much it moves. It just doesn't make sense on why I can't move it. There's like no reason why I shouldn't be able to move it down. If I can move it out of the screen, why won't it let me move it up and down? And then same. I'm going to try another one. No, that doesn't do anything. And the X one just moves it sideways, which is nice, but it doesn't. I would like to do the scale one, but every time I click on that one, it like makes it so big I can't see it. I'm going to put the base value to 1. Let's see if I do scale. Okay. Wow. Scale's real touchy. I like scale, but it needs to be much more. Whoa. That's with ease all the way up. And that's still super jittery. I wonder why. I think it's because the factor is too much. Factor at 100, maybe it's better. I don't even think you need it at that. Probably factor at 10. That would be a good factor. Factor 10, base scale of 1 for the, which gives it a little bit of a pulsing look. I can put this one here. This would work. But it doesn't give me the floating look. It does give me a pulsing look. So technically I could be happy with that. I'm not really. I kind of wanted the up and down movement. But I really really do need this for Frank, though. Frank needs to pulse when it talks because he doesn't have a mouth. This doesn't really need to pulse. But there's also a thing that you have to do to fix this because it's coming from a corner. I forget how to do that. Transform, edit transform, and then center. But now, am I going to have the same problem? Center left, center right. What does that mean? Bottom center? I can't see him. Bottom center seems to work. Okay. Bottom center? I don't know. Not like a perfect plan. I don't. Oh, my mouth is all off too now. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's get back to where that started not being correct. So the filter that I, oh dear, what's going on? Oh. The filter that I applied here doesn't work. This move filter, it just doesn't work. So we're gonna delete it. Whoops. We're just going to use the avatar, which is fine. Like his mouth works. That's really where we were at with this. It would be cool if he did like a little, thing, which I've seen them do. Like you can do a small rotation. Float the head a little bit, right? Move the body down a little bit more. Burn it out to the corner. Move the head down just a little bit more. Oh, I just moved the head, unfortunately. Needed to move the group. So, that's kind of the tutorial on building your own avatar. Fun, right? Now I just don't know, because he's like his own little source and scene. So there's a few questions I have, like how do I use him on different sources and different scenes? If he's his own scene, as much as it comes up. I don't know, well that's pretty fun, right? So I don't always have to be in the studio, or I could use this for, just as a, but I think you can nest scenes inside source. Can I don't even know. But for this one, I would only need him. And I guess the next part would be looking that up. But I don't think we're going to look up how to do that tonight. This is kind of where we're headed and what we've been doing. I could try to fix Frank, because Frank's a little bit messed up. The issue with Frank, though, in all honesty, is he's hooked up to the Frank here is hooked up to the headset, which I think all the rest of the audio is as well. Oh dear. Frank's getting all squirrely over there. So Frank, he needs to do the pulsing thing. Now you guys may be getting a different audio feed from me now because I am using a different audio source. Frank is crooked though, which kind of bothers me, but I feel like I'm okay with it. Again though, he won't move on this axis very well, and I don't understand why, and it's probably because of this jitter effect. Okay, so we're gonna go to filters. His is named dance. Frank, this is gonna be fine. We're gonna go to scale because that's what we need. Base value is going to be 10, we said, to make this work. And we're going to do a lot of easement, right? A lot of easement. Base value of 1. Am I even going to be able to see Frank? Okay, there we go. He's there. And I think Frank would do much better at this level. He's still a little bit too sketchy. But like, how much less of a factor can I take? What about 2? 2? Just like a little, hello, how are you? Right? That's kind of what I want from Frank. Not too much, not too little. Ooh, I like Frank. Frankie boy. This will be good for the gaming side of things. And then I have to take Frank. I have to go to transform edit, and I need to do bottom center. Bottom center seems, oh no, where'd he go? Oh no, where'd he go? Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted, but I don't know why he disappeared. So, top center? Could I do top center? Would that be okay? Yeah, that would work. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. I don't think Frank needs to be quite that big. Come on, Frank, shrink for me. Sorry, you're only getting the bottom of his ears. Come on, Frank, shrink for me. Don't move, shrink for me. Oh my goodness, Frank. Can I turn it off for a second so I can move it? There we go. Thank you so much. There's a lot of wasted space on this one, but I'm okay with it for now. I feel like I can trim it down, but we're still having problems with our other avatar, so not a great look. Frank's simple. He doesn't have a whole lot going on. He's supposed to have 3 different animations to his eye, but that's not happening at the moment. I'll see if I can fix that. Okay, now that we have fixed that part and he's where I want him to be, let me see if I can go back to filters and turn the... Did he move? Why did he move? Why did he move and become bigger? I gotta read about this and see if it like has to be exact size or what the deal is, because these things are giving me a lot of trouble. And I saw the other guys kind of just use them with ease and kind of flip in and out of different visual aids. But I think that's pretty good for Frank. He bounces up and down a little bit. He talks with his eyes. And that's it. That's fitting for the movie. Yeah. It's good though, so that I don't have to be on camera all the time. If he's too big, he needs to be smaller, because like in an actual visual, But, you know, I think that's good. I think we made some progress. It's not perfect. I mean, I need it a little bit better. The easement maybe needs to be a little bit better. But overall, because like when I really talk, he really bounces. He really gets excited. This is for the other channel. So all the channels are getting things done, which is fun. Let's go to the webcam because we are going to sign out for the day. Whew. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. Now we're on a whole different mic system. So all these little things to fix and work out for all the different channels. And then to build each one its own custom little thing has been quite fun. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to build this. This is fun, right? Now I have a floating head guy to talk to. I need to color in the back of this. I probably need to fix the face. But now I have a good idea of what I'm going to do. The head should probably be a little bit smaller too. Like my head. I know I have a big giant head. But like the head should probably be a little bit smaller. Maybe a little bit bigger than that, right? Somewhere in there. And then I can add some other animations, but as far as avatars going and handmade avatars, I successfully made an entire avatar today, so that's good. Yep. All right, well, that's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to say goodbye with our good old friend, the avatar, so I can actually, can I like, bye-bye, and then do this. Oh, maybe it won't. Oh, nope, just my head. Wait, let me try this. All right, we're going to be out of here for today. So we'll see you guys next time. Peace.